Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to this shit. Reps, and of course, I'm your host, your YouTube messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar to Minnesota. And gonna go over Raw this week was in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, before we do though, couple things need to unpack and get out in the open. One, first off, the news broke as of the day of this recording. Unfortunately, independent wrestler Jimmy Rave, he passed away after, if you don't know who he is, Google. I can't emphasize that enough. It's really heartbreaking. Secondly, over the course of this past weekend, Ring of Honor had Final Battle, which was quite possibly their last show. And it's heartbreaking because if any of you out there who know me know how much Ring of Honor means to me, it really... When ECW folded, it was that company that filled that gap for me, and I can be very optimistic to the point to where I get told I'm delusional, like, nah, that'll never happen. There's no way it could. No, fuck that. Get the fuck out of here, man. But, I try to be optimistic on a lot of things, but I really am trying to, with hoping Ring of Honor will be back within 3 months like they were saying, but honestly, I just don't see it because of just looking at it from a business perspective. Okay, Sinclair Broadcasting is telling you, okay, you're closing down, you're ceasing operations. And so they're taking all of that money that they were giving Ring of Honor and now pumping it into other parts of Sinclair Broadcasting. So short from Ring of Honor being able to pull a miracle out of their ass and say, hey, look, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do to come back and be bigger and better. And, oh, hey, now we need all that money that you put into XYZ so that way we can do this. I don't see it happening. Other news that broke, Jeff Hardy has been released from WWE, and it's kind of sad because, you know, nobody knows the tried and true reasons. The only people that honestly do is WWE, Jeff Hardy, and Jeff's family. That's it, plain and simple. Nothing else. No one else. You know, you can throw out rumors and hearsay and speculations all you want fucking all day long. You know, 10 gets you 20. If you tried to throw that shit in front of me to my face, I'd probably slap the taste out your mouth. Which is probably why people typically try to put that shit out there on the internet, because they all like to avoid. They all want to be tough guys on the keyboard. Yeah. But according to the rumors, and take rumors with a grain of salt, apparently WWE wanted Jeff to go and do something with rehab. Jeff felt he didn't have an issue, so he walked out of a match in the middle of a house show. So, again, I don't know. I know about as much as the mailman, my dog, or my son's pet cat. That, yeah. So, if it is true, I really hope nothing but the best for Jeff, because I've known people that have dealt with that kind of issues like Jeff, where it's 1 step forward, 3 backwards. You know, you'll have a good 6, 8 months, a year, 2 years. riding clean, doing good, and then just, one day you just get a little itch like, and then they fall off, and then they fall back into bad habits. It can happen. And honestly, if Jeff needs to step away from wrestling altogether to get healthy, then, go with it. That's all I got to say on that. Honestly, I'm just hoping he just does what he needs to do to get back healthy, not just physically, but mentally. That's it. So with that said, now that we're done having our little tearjerker moments, if you will, let's switch gears, talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind and the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. Well, it started out with Sami Zayn being wheeled out in a wheelchair by two really, really huge nurses. I mean, these dudes were fucking whoosh, I'm pretty sure the hospital that those nurses work for need to go and do a piss test on them dudes. Hope that hospital has a wellness policy. But Sammy's sitting there, neck brace on, air boot, stuck in a wheelchair, saying that he is the victim because, and not only is he the victim, he is also, pound for pound, one of the toughest men in WWE because of the fact that it took two of the most dominant athletes in WWE, one Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, to take him down. And yet here he is. Now, he feels like he was a little gypped, shanghaied, bamboozled, smickledorfed even. That's not even a word, and I fully agree with Sammy. And on not being given a proper Universal title match, so he's going to do what he feels he needs to. He's going to sue. He's going to sue everyone involved. He's going to sue Adam Pearce. He's going to sue Sonya Deville. He's going to sue Brock Lesnar. He's going to sue Roman Reigns. And then he's interrupted by my savior, Paul Heyman, who hit the nail on the head looking at him. What are you doing? You're doing my shtick. You're doing my people's shtick. We do this. We run these things. The Jews run Hollywood. His words, not mine. So before anyone goes and tries to throw any hate shit at me, I'm just quoting the man. Okay? Paul emphasizing on how, saying that, that's my people's shtick. We do this. And then Sammy struggling. God bless. Sammy's like I said, stuck in a wheelchair, neck brace on, with an air boot, all sorts of beaten physical pain, finding the strength to stand up, look Paul Heyman in the eyes saying, listen, I know Roman Reigns isn't here tonight, and I may not be in the best shape, but that won't stop me from putting a beating on you if you keep running your mouth like this. And then, as Paul you start to see the fear of God in Paul Heyman's eyes, out comes Brock Lesnar. He grabs a chair from under the ring, gets in the ring, sits down in front of Sammy. So, how you feeling? Not that well. Yeah, I could tell. Listen, I want to apologize about last week. I got a little carried away. Sorry about that. I want to make it up to you. I want to take you. We're two Canadian alpha males. I want to take you. I know this perfect place. And we can go hunting, fishing. And then Sammy's just like, Brock, I'm vegan. I don't do that stuff. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Come on. No, Brock, I don't do this. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess as Brock is wheeling Sammy out. And then Paul grabs the mic out of Brock's hand. What the hell am I watching? What is this, Canadian besties? You're treating him like a friend? When I was your advocate, you would have put him in Suplex City But no, you are no longer the man that I would say was the reigning, defending WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. And then Brock snapped and then started going apeshit on everyone. He took out Sammy's super jacked up nurses, and then he took out Sami Zayn. Paul Heyman was smart and cut bait and ran the second he saw Brock starting going and demolishing everyone. And yeah, that's that. So the other big highlights from SmackDown: Los Lotharios had a match against Nakamura and Boogs. Nakamura and Boogs won. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre had a fucking amazing match, which I fucking absolutely loved. I swear that was the match of the night on that show. You got a pissed off angry Irishman fighting a pissed off angry Scotsman. That just sounds like the beginning of any bar joke right there. Naomi finally got her match, one-on-one match with Sonya Deville, but as Sonya came out, it's like, whoa, I'm not coming out alone. And then brought out her escorts, who were Natalya and Shayna Baszler, and just as it looked like Naomi was outnumbered, outgunned, and cornered, no hope of being able to get out of this in one piece, we get the debut of one Xia Li, the Defender, and hands down has the best fucking entrance with these CG graphics for the TV now. What just fucking way cool. You gotta see it. I can't emphasize that enough. Like, hit pause right now, look up Xia Li's entrance. Okay, glad to see you're back and you saw the entrance. Way cool, right? Good. Xia Li came in, cleared house. Her and Naomi cleared house. 10 get you 20, we're going to get a tag match with them two going against Natty and Shayna. Yeah. Let's see, what other big highlights? Oh! Toni Storm had a Proving Grounds match with Charlotte, which Toni won via disqualification, as well as... before I get into the next part, since Toni won via DQ, I'm not 100% certain if that means she's going to get a title shot. I'm hoping it does. 10 get you 20 it does, though, because, they need to fill the card for day one. But then the last big thing that happened on SmackDown was it was a triple threat tag match to determine who is the best tag team in WWE. We had The New Day, King Woods and Sir Kofi, with King Woods getting a new crown, which looked like Starscream's crown from the Transformers movie. The animated one, I may add, not the live action ones. But it looked like Starscream's crown. The Usos and Riddle and Orton. Listen, don't ask. I don't know why they were there. Just don't. It makes zero sense. Just no. Anyways, decent enough match. It was a good match. New Day won. So yeah. Now with that said, let's get into this week's show. We already spent way too much time talking about everything else except the whole thing, except the reason why we're here. Monday Night Raw, St. Paul, Minnesota. It starts out with the almighty Bobby Lashley coming out, looking all dapper and proper, looking almost brother love like. I'm just waiting for him to cut a promo saying, "I love you," but we're not getting that. Anyways, Bobby Lashley comes out with MVP. They talk about why Bobby Lashley did what he did last week, and it's because everyone wants to talk about how they earned their WWE Championship shot, but they all want to talk about respect. Nobody puts any respect on the Almighty's name, which, dude, listen, I wouldn't want to fuck with Bobby Lashley, so, if he wants me to put some respect on his name, I got no problem putting some respect on his name, dude. No problem. then Kevin Owens comes out saying, well, hold on. I never once said nothing about you. Listen, for the past 2 years, I haven't even paid attention to anything you've done. So I couldn't have done anything to say any kind of disrespect to you. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then Seth Rollins comes out and, Seth has some pretty interesting suits, but this one looked like he gutted and skinned Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie and wore that as his suit. And then saying on how, talking about no way Bobby Lashley should be involved in the title opportunity that they have at day one, this, that, and the other. And then Owen says, you know what? How about we both go in there and teach them a lesson? What? Oh yeah, we outnumber them 2-1. We can go do it. Yeah, well, you go first. Well, why should I go first? Well, you're faster. Well, I'm in a suit. You go first. And and then they start squabbling back and forth. And then Big E comes out. Oh, no. Listen, you two mooks over there, shut up. And you, Bobby, let's not forget, I beat you to become WWE Champion. And then after that, I beat you in a cage match. So, yeah, I've beaten you. No problem. And then we got Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville coming out saying, listen, we all like the idea of Bobby Lashley being added to the match. The people like the idea of Bobby Lashley being added to the match. So we'll give Bobby Lashley the opportunity, provided he beats Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Big E all in the course of tonight. So we'll get to that as time goes, but we're going to get into the first match of the night. Riddle going one-on-one with Otis, and this came to be because last week from the RKO Bro tournament shit, whatever the fuck that Infernal Fleto that name of that shit is. Riddle was doing his really worst interviewer, journalist shit, trying to interview Otis and Gable after their loss. Otis slammed them, so we're getting payback on this. Now, as far as the match went, Otis straight up bombed on him, man. He was powering him nonstop, and as much as I love the fun, goofy Otis, I will say this now: I fucking like this Otis. Stone cold serious. I'ma go whoop your ass. Listen, you don't want to fuck with me. I'm a big boy, and I have no problem throwing my weight literally on you. That kind of Otis. Listen. And again, you listen to enough interviews and shows and all that from guys. While yes, Vince does love the big bodybuilder type dudes, the other kind of guys Vince likes, he likes the kind of guys that'll go sit back in the bar, throw back a thing of bourbon all night, and just be like the guy that you see back there sitting knocking back those bourbons. Listen, you don't want to fuck with that dude, because that dude will kick your ass. And Otis, he's like that dude. He's like, listen, just leave me, don't fuck with me, or I will kick your ass. And I fucking like that. I like that kind of edge and attitude on him. So, either way, match came to an end. Otis, he got the win by throwing Riddle up, catching him, and then boom, slamming him down. 1, 2, 3 after that. Orton came in to try and do a save on Riddle afterwards, but went to go do an RKO. Otis threw him off and instead hit an RKO onto Gable. And then he got out of dodge. Next up, we got women's action. Bianca Belair versus Doudrop. Doudrop getting some new tunes. Hopefully damn it! Get my words right. Hopefully we'll see Doudrop eventually drop that name and then get back to Viper Nevin or something. But as far as the match went, it was kind of a little bit of a clunky back and forth with it. You know, I mean, in all honesty, the shit from last week was way better, but it was kind of clunky. Doudrop was leading into the break, and for the most part of the match. Now, on how the match came to an end, Doudrop, she was going up to the top, looking to do something what looked like kind of like a Vader bomb. Bianca, boom, got her head slammed into the turnbuckle while she was leaning on the turnbuckle, got her, dropped her with a big power bomb, then went up, did a 450, got that, 1, 2, 3, and as Bianca is looking at the crowd, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, being the beautiful baby face that she is, showing love and appreciation to everyone. Doudrop beats the shit out of her and then goes and mocks her, doing a kiss the ass thing. So now we come to the first of the possible 3 trials of the night. Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. And Bobby leading early on. KO, you know, the way KO was working though, it was, okay, for every few moves you hit me with, I'm going to have an answer to, and I'm fighting you on this, man. I'm not making you earn this win, you know? And I dug the shit out of it. It was a good match. I liked it. It came to an end when Bobby wound up putting a hurt lock onto Owens. And the interesting thing, and they even played to it, was Bobby didn't even have the hurt lock all the way in. He only had the one arm cinched. And as he was hooking the other one, that's when Owens was like, yeah, I tap. Later on, they show Seth talking to Owens, saying, what the hell was that? You tapped before you even had the move in. Yeah, I did. You know why? Because I don't want to run the risk of being injured walking into our match at day 1 with an injury. Walking in with that injury would put me in a handicap, and I'm not looking to have that injury. So, yeah. So next up, we got tag action. Finn and Damian Priest going against Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And the match, well, Priest started out the match, was leading into the break, went ballistic on everyone, not in that like crazy Ken Shamrock snapped rage kind of thing, just like very, very heavy, very fast kind of ballistic. After the commercial, Finn was in and moving like a demon, no pun intended, and then was pretty much closing up the gap. Well, not closing the gap, wrong choice of words. Was finishing it up and bringing it on home. And then just as he had Ziggler down, hit him with the shotgun drop kick, was going up to go hit the coup de grace, was climbing up. Austin Theory came out of nowhere, distracted him. Hey, come on. Huh? Click. Trying to get a picture with him. Kicked him off, then which gave Ziggler enough time to get up. Hit a zigzag, 1, 2, 3, that was it. Later on, you see Theory get back, go into the back, showing McMahon how he did that and did the unexpected. And Vince just looking at him. Oh no. I wasn't impressed at all. God damn it. You want to... What? I have you sit back here, learn from me? You think we're friends? Hell no! I don't have friends. I don't like people. But this, I'm going to give you the ultimate learning tool. The ultimate weapon of destruction. Here! It was a pencil. I'm just using this as an example. Not this part right here. Not this part. Here. Pointing at the eraser. What the fuck that means, I got no fucking idea. My guess is, honestly, given the wrestling knowledge I got, my first thought was, you want him to fight the fucking pencil? It's an old Booker joke. So now we come to we got Rhea Ripley going against Queen Zelina, and Well, this blew Twitter up something fucking fierce because this was a 46-second match. But here's the thing. No, well, first let me go over the match before I say this part. Rhea Ripley versus Queen Zelina. Zelina, she came out all proud and proper, like addressing all of the people accordingly, asking, "You're all happy to see me, right?" Getting the boos. And then she went from being all nice and proper to being straight up New York chick and like, just like that, and started ripping into them. My apologies, people. And then just went back to it like didn't miss a beat. Fuck, that was cool. I laughed at that. I thought that was good. But, yeah. It was a 46-second match. Not even enough time to get something going. Carmella and Nikki started getting into it outside the ring. They ran into the ring. Then it was a distraction. And then Zelina got the win via a fucking roll-up. Ugh. So yeah, now to what I was going to say. Listen, I get it. You know, we all want better. But not everything needs to be a fucking 10, 15, 20, 30 minute fucking match. You know, not everything needs to be a fucking 12-star spectacular. Because, you know, you look at this little 46-second John right here, this is going to lead to something bigger because now, because of Carmella and Nikki now feels like shit because she cost Rhea a match. And not only that, I made a joke about this on my fucking Twitter. Nikki being a superhero is fucking perfect for her. Because while she's doing the superhero gimmick, fighting for truth, justice, and the American way, the second she turns and goes to heel, she could then be a supervillain. God damn it, pal. That's such good shit. Yeah. Okay, so now we come to the next match. Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins. And Seth leading early on, it was decent. It was decent and it was good, you know, it was like an actual fight. Like, Seth was moving like, nah, I'm actually fighting like I don't want to lose. Not like I'm just trying to put on a good show. At one point, Kevin Owens comes out and then just, boom, starts beating and hitting up Seth, which then ref calls for a disqualification. Your winner via disqualification, Seth Rollins. While Seth does not like that Kevin Owens was attacking him, he understands, hey, it's DQ, I get the DQ, I get the win, that means Bobby Lashley don't, so he's not in it. Yay! I win! Then Adam Pearce comes out, hold it right there. Wait, what? So then Adam Pearce restarts the match and insists that if Bobby Lashley wins his next match, to prevent something like this from happening again, there will be no disqualifications. The second Seth gets back into the ring, boom, spear, 1, 2, 3, that's it. So, yeah. Now we come to the main event of the night. Now, I should note there were a few segments in between, but we don't really talk about the segments on the show unless it leads into the matches. So, with that said, the main event of the night, Big E versus Bobby Lashley. Big E leading the pace at the start of it, you know, took to it like a fish in water. No DQ, okay, I'm going to go grab a table. Okay, I'm going to fight outside. I'm going to go and work dirty, you know. And, yeah, started going like that. And Bobby, though, was just like, man, Bobby, you could tell he was fighting, you know. Bobby was fighting, and the way he was working, man, it was like, yeah, listen, this dude's superhuman. While any mere mortal would have been gassed and struggling. He's just looking like, is that all you got, motherfucker? Come on, hit me again. I dare you. He got it. He had something like that almost, and it was just, woo, damn. Again, would not want to fuck with that dude. At one point, Rollins and Owens came out and started beating up Bobby. Big E did not like that and told them earlier, do not come out. And then he started attacking them, which then led to them beating up Big E. And then it was a big brawl between all four. Bobby Lashley put Kevin Owens through a table. And then Big E put Seth Rollins through a table. And then how the match came to an end when Big E was face to face with Bobby Lashley. Come on, I'm gonna whoop your ass now, boy. MVP slides in, wham! Slaps that cane right across Big E's knee. And then Bobby Lashley pops him with a spear, 1, 2, 3. So you're a winner, and now in the WWE title match at day 1, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for somebody to go and insist that they need to be in the match next week on Raw, so that way it's a fatal 5-way. Or possibly a 6-pack challenge, even. Whew. Okay, so that is it for this week's show, folks. So please, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at TimVicious also. Also, thank you to my executive producer, Ali Ray Ben, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check it out. His music's out there on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that good shit. Details are down here. Also, thank you to contributor of the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of man, a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, don't forget to check out these cool-ass cats right out on the Twitter. Kenny Killer, DSB_IV, Diabolica RA, Sergeant Curry Pants and Dubs in your face. And folks, like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me.
I'm pissed, wondering why.
Fuck you.
Consider this all my anxiety.